Should be going live. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the One Drop Shower Ministry of Preparedness. My name is Mike Albert, bringing you the most in current events and biblical prophecies. Coming to live, starting Health Stream. YouTube, I'm checking to see if I am streaming yet. Starting. It says Health Stream. Check 1, 2, testing. Offline. Doesn't say I'm live. Why am I not live yet? Perhaps I need to refresh that. Let's see. Let me do a test on my chat. Test on my broadcaster. Test 1, 2. Testing. Again and again. Actually, okay, so it should be live. Right, I'm going to go with live, even though it's not saying live on YouTube. Let's refresh this and see what happens. Starting Health Stream. Don't update that. Testing 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Doesn't say live. That's not good. Maybe because I didn't change the title. Chat. Let's go with, let's change that, maybe reality chat. Reality chat. April, August, June, July, August. Why did you do that? Why did you go into another window? This thing's got a mind of its own. August. AUG 25th, 2018. 2018. Computer ever have a mind of its own? Starting stream. Starting and live is two different things. Why are you not saying you're live? Sorry about this, folks. I am live. My apologies, because it's not coming through for 2 minutes now. Editor. Live. Preview. Stream. Stream. 2.5 minutes into this. I think this happened last time. Alright, maybe it's got to catch up. Alright, so what I wanted to talk about is something that's been around for a few years. And I'll show it to you on my playlist, I think it is. And I want you guys to check it out and ponder this as well for curious, scientific maybe, biblical, but mind-blowing none the least. When you think of the ramifications, if this is true, it could have across, I don't care what geographic location you're at, what race, religion you're at, you're a human being, this is something for you to consider. And something Smithsonian and scientific geologists don't want you to know. Heck, a lot of things, a lot of agencies, alphabet soup agencies don't want you to know. How they're able to get this information out there, I don't know. I guess because they're not a threat yet, but sooner or later they'll get shut down. Electric with my playlist. Are you guys able to see that? You guys seeing that? I'm switching. Good, okay, yes, again, okay. So this, it's called Thunderbolt Project. You guys haven't heard of it. They're a pretty big company, actually. A lot of research, a lot of professionals behind them. Let me pause that. I'm not interested in the audio. And this will be quick, too, because on battery power only. Now, these guys here, Thunderbolts Project is the name of the YouTube channel I want you to go to. You either saw that, Thunderbolts.com or something. You could access it. There you go, thunderbolts.info. Now, what they have been able to do, or combined with other scientific studies, is replicate what they believe to be, see this right here? See these cracks, these formations, these valleys, these mountainous areas, these patterns, They've been able to do that as if it was in a laboratory, experimenting with high voltage plasma electricity, unlike anything on this earth, and tie it into what I believe, and some of them do too as well, a time cycle, sort of like, let me make sure this channel is big enough. No, we're going to make this bigger, sorry. And what I believe too is a pattern of an elliptical orbit of a planet, preferably more known as Planet X, Nibiru. So these patterns here, you know, throughout history as water being carved over millions of years, water carving this out, or just the way it formed, or perhaps the way God made it. But at one point this wasn't solid the way it is, otherwise you wouldn't have all these formations. And this goes on to other examples as well too. This won't let me forward to it. But the experiment is done in a controlled environment, replicated, same results. I have no idea what this is, so excuse me if it's indecent here. Skip that. And these controlled experiments replicate over and over again the same results, such as like this here. It's a 1 minute experiment. Obviously hundreds, thousands of hours went into it on sand with high voltages. Now watch what happens when these extremely high voltages, you don't want to touch that while it's on, what happens to this sand. And think of this as the Earth. Now if this planet Nibiru comes close enough to us, I believe this is what happened and will happen again, and explains a lot of extinctions, catastrophes. Also what I believe, right before this happens, obviously we can't compare this to a planetary result. I think there's a freezing. I think you've heard of cold electricity. If not, look it up. Where, look at that. Looks like a plateau in the middle of Arizona. And that was done by, was it the same? This is done by somebody else. Yeah, Electro Terra Vision. So check out his YouTube channel, Electro Terra Vision. There's one other guy. I'm sorry, that was he's doing an experiment too. He's showing you the setup. So the other one was Holger Essenberg. Let me get to him. I think this is his channel. Here it is, Holger, Holger Isenberg. Holger, oh, I call it Isenberg. Oh, there's no I in there, it would be Eisenberg. I believe there was a freezing because they found mammals, massive die-offs, frozen instantly with food in their mouth, food in their stomach, undigested, within seconds. And then I would say within hours, maybe weeks at the most, afterwards, the whole planet is transformed, wiped out. And instantly also fossilizing things. If they did not petrify them or fossilize them, they were disintegrated. Given the number of variable circumstances involved where they would be preserved for us to find thousands of years later, not millions of years later, it releases the carbon dating scenario. Totally blows your mind. It's